Dear Latinos for Trump, now that you've seen that your master is going against your own interests, such as we've been warning you for the past couple years or so, now you want to come back and unite? Oh, we have to unite with each other. You. Go to your master, get back on your knees, and assume the position.
Ladies and gentlemen, Latinos are back again, and this time they are begging black people for help. Let us see what they've got to say.
I think it's time we learn to save ourselves and let the black community rest. Because my God, have they not done enough work? So, yeah. Where were we during the George Floyd protests? Or the Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland? When their community was getting killed, where the were we? Because I do not remember seeing any Latin people out there. Now, maybe there was one or two of y'all. I don't remember seeing any Mexicans out there. So why should they put their time, their energy, all of this into helping a group of people who didn't give a shit about them when they needed our help? Think about that. Also, where the hell are all you Latinos for Trump at? Because I see a lot of you guys crying on here that you regret your decision. He lied to us. He used us. Where the are you? Are you out there protesting? Because you are really the ones who need to be out there. You guys. And all your regrets for voting for him with your dumbasses. So before you guys start wondering where the black people are, wonder where the Latinos for Trump are. Where the are they? That should be the question we're asking.
Latinos. This is so crazy that we voted for Trump. We trust him with the word that he promised us Latinos.
The word that he promised was that he was going to deport you. The coming together to do something about this is called voting, and that happened a couple of months ago on November 5th, and you still decided to walk your Latina ass up in that voting booth and vote for a man that repeatedly told you that he was coming for you to deport you. And at this point, more than anything, I want you to get exactly what you voted for. I want you to feel the powerful consequences of your vote. If they do take your grandma and your grandpa, I want you to know that you did that to them. They got taken away because of you. And for the rest of us as a community, we can never let MAGA voters like her forget how damaging their vote was. We need to constantly remind them. Never let them forget. As far as us getting together to do something about it, I will never in my life trust a Latino for Trump. You're a danger to yourself, you're a danger to your family, and you're a danger to your community. And I want nothing to do with you, and I don't feel sorry for you.
Listen, I feel bad for the lady in the video, but again, actions have consequences. Latinos thought that aligning with the whiteness would protect them. But now they are finding out the hard way.
There are a lot of black people that are saying that they're not standing with the Hispanic and Latino community, but I need to remind y'all that a lot of those Hispanic and Latino people look like us, and we look like them. So when I said we're cousins, I literally meant that. Even Native Americans, okay? Cubans, Haitians, Dominicans, we all look alike. There's somebody in my family that looks like somebody in somebody else's family because we all look alike. So when we start talking about deportation and when we start talking about people that look a specific way that they're looking for, baby, just know we will be targeted as well. As black as we are and as brown as we are, we're going to be targeted, okay? We are a part of this deportation. We're a part of it. And I hope you know that. So when I say we all need to speak up for one another because we're all affected by it, we are. I look like somebody in another Hispanic community, and they don't even speak English. They can speak complete Spanish, and they look just like me. Who's to say that they won't see me and be like, oh, Let's go pick him up off the street because we think that he's undocumented and we think he speaks Spanish and we think he's from across the border. What will stop them from doing that? I look like them.
Okay, on this part, I understand. Some of us look like Hispanics. We are all black. Some are brown and we are black and we share the culture, the blood, the struggles. But again, we should be united. But being united does not mean no accountability. Latinos have to be accountable for their actions. You cannot stab black people and then ask them to hold your hand. That's impossible.
Latino woman basically was asking why the black community isn't there for the Latino community like they were there for us during BLM. Oh boy, y'all might want to buckle up for this one because this is about to be a CM Punk type rant. And in the theme of this Phil Brooks type rant, let me go and say the words that he once said to the universe. Do we have everybody's attention now? Now then, I say that because I find it funny that it takes us stepping back as a community entirely for people to recognize what's going on. Now, notice I said it was funny. I did not say I was shocked. Because this is what always happens. You see, somehow we are always blamed for things, despite the fact that a lot of times it's not our fault. And this one definitely is not our fault. Did you see those voting numbers? We didn't put that piece of shit in office. You did it. But you say you helped us during BLM and that's why we should help you? I don't remember that. Because you see, what I remember is that it took a black man losing.
Guys, to be honest, I don't remember any Latino helping black community during Black Lives Matter. Please let me know, have you ever seen those Latinos supporting black folks during Black Lives Matter protests? Let me know down there in the comment section.
His life at a point where the world had no choice but to watch for you to recognize that we go through shit. But you have the gall to sit there and blame us when the only thing that we did was try to prevent this from happening. Hey, I actually have a crazy idea. How about instead of blaming my community, you do what everybody tells us to do and check your own? Because they were the ones with the superiority complexes that made them think that they were better than people that look just like them. And excuse me, but why do we always have to be the ones that have grace for people? Because from where I'm sitting, a lot of people don't show us that same grace when things happen with us. Because the thing is, we read the 900-page document. We researched. We looked into things. I'm not sure we could say the same about you. Now, I know it's not everybody. So right now, we need as much solidarity as possible. Period.
All right, Latino.
But guys, why are they even asking help from black people? Why can't they ask help from Europeans in the US? From Chinese community or Indians community in the US? Why are they asking help from black people? Guys, they have stopped black people by voting for the man who was against their right. Now they are coming out asking them to help them. These guys don't even have shame.
Mi gente, we need to do better. I need you to watch this video all the way through because it's important for everyone, no matter what background, no matter what you believe. I need you to watch this. A few days ago, I made a video about unity. You can go look at it. It's called We Are Stronger When We Unite. And the overall message of that video was, if all of the minorities, particularly the black community, if we came together with Latinos, just how powerful could we be? What are the things that we could change? What is the impact that we could create? I was coming from hey, if we unite, we can do a lot. And the black community showed up and they had a lot to say, and it wasn't great. But I'm thankful because they clarified that in my message, I missed very important context that changes, or more so, speaks to the truth of where we're at. We are in a very important place in history. We are in a position where how we organize the things that we do now, today, tomorrow, in this administration is going to determine a lot. Go back, look through my video, watch the comments. But if you notice, the overwhelming numbers that you'll hear is 92%. 92% being the amount of people in the black community who overwhelmingly voted for Harris. Now, you compare that to the 46 to 52% of Latinos that voted for Trump.
These Latinos cannot even help themselves. Now they're begging black people to help them. How can you help somebody who don't even want to help himself? Latinos voted against their own interests, which means that they didn't want to help themselves. How comes that they are asking black people to help them?
Asking for them to come help us. And their response was, first of all, we've been doing this a lot longer than you. But second of all, you can't even help yourself.
Exactly, this is what I was saying.
Why would we come and help you? And after reading through 150 plus comments and responding to most of them, it really dawned on me that they're right. They have been organizing and fighting and responsible primarily for the progress of this country for hundreds of years. And for us Latinos, we can't even get our house in order. We can't even agree on who we should vote for and who has our interest in mind. And not to mention now with these protests, I'm seeing people burning American flags. Why would you burn the flag of the country you're fighting so hard to stay in? Why? We are proud Mexicans, we are proud Latinos. I understand the flags because it represents who we are, but we should also be flying American flags because this is our home. This is my home. I've been here for 32 out of my 33 years in life. It is not us versus America. It is us fighting for what America is for us. And it is us learning to unite and support each other and organize. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of conversations that we need to have, and we need to unite and organize and do a better job of moving in the same direction, moving in the direction that is going to be good for all of us. So a lot of the comments were, don't come and ask us for help. Take care of your own house. Figure out what y'all got to do. This message has to be for you. And it was hard. It was hard to read through the comments. It was hard to comment back. It was hard to hear it again and again and again. But I'm so grateful for the black community that showed up and had this discussion because they're right. And you know what? We do need their help, but we need to learn how to organize the way they did. Instead of asking them for help because we're the ones in trouble now, we need to learn how to organize ourselves.
But before even we continue with this topic, who did help black people during the time when they were struggling? No one. They were struggling on their own, and they have never had any black Americans begging anybody, whether Latinos, Asians, or even those whites, begging them to help them. They were able to deal with their own issues on their own, and they were strong enough to get out of those problems. Now, these guys, I think they are weak. They cannot stand and deal with their own issues, which were even caused by themselves. It has only been a few weeks of Trump announcing that he's gonna deport them. Now they are crying, begging black folks to help them. Black people have been dealing with these issues for decades. They were unalived. Who did they beg for help? None. They stood on their own. They solved their problems in silence. You guys have to deal with your own issues. Nobody is responsible for your struggles.
So before we can ask anyone else to jump to our aid, we need to learn to jump to our own aid, and we need to learn to be there and support other people before we ask anyone else to come help us. So for all of the people who commented, we're sitting this one out as a black community, y'all figure it out, I get it. And I think it's right. We have to come together and we have to learn that until we are voting for an America that is good for everyone, it's not going to be the America that we want to live in. They've done so much for all of us that we don't even notice. We've benefited so much from the black community and all of the effort that they've put in to make this country one where people like us are more accepted. It's our turn. It's our turn to lead the charge. And not just because we're the ones being attacked right now, but because we have the numbers, but because we have the power. And I think once we learn to organize, once we learn to row in the right direction, to take the charge in fighting for everyone's rights, then the black community and every other community is going to be much more open to unifying with us. It may take time. We may not agree. We may not get a lot of this right, but I think we have to want it. And I think we have to step out of our own personal bubbles and step out of this, not my battle, not my fight, because it is. So to all of those in the black community who saw my video, who commented and said, take care of your own house, talk to your own people, I appreciate it, because I think that's what we need to do.
So guys, as we are ending this video, I'm going to read this message that I've written for all Latinos out there. To every Latino who voted for Trump, you made your bed, lay on it, and don't come knocking on the doors of the very people you betrayed when you are scared. Actions have consequences, and for once you are feeding what black people have been feeding for generations. That was it for today. If you have enjoyed watching the video, please make sure you drop your own opinions down there in the comment section. And those viewers who have not yet subscribed, remember to smash on that subscribe button. That was Mr. TA signing off. Ciao.